Want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Hey.
Why this beat so crazy?
We will make America proud again. And you try to kill our We will make America wealthy again. And yes, together, we will make America great again.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy, what's going on, family? I hope everybody that's tuned in right now that you are blessed, well, and healthy. We want to send our prayers, love, and condolences down there to Minneapolis. I know a lot of you know what just took place a couple of hours ago. And we know how they're going to spin this and how the people are going to say this and that, and especially when it comes to guns. And, you know, and it's honestly sad that we have to report on things like this. But here we are. And I tell you guys, man, you don't know what to expect next, but there's always going to be something happening, you know, whether you like it or not. And again, we're praying for America, man. We're wishing the best in everybody's life. But here we are, you know. And right now, the internet is blown up. Everything's blown up. And even people are really talking about what just aired from Fox News with Jesse Waters. And people are saying all kind of things. And a lot of people, tons of people are loving it and saying facts over feelings, you know. And it says, even says very important, everybody should stop and watch this. Stop what you're doing and watch this. You know, he blew the lid off the trans violence epidemic, the media's cover up, and how the Democrat leaders created it. And you have people all in the comments saying that Jesse, he didn't go too far. He's just speaking facts. Nobody should be mad at Jesse. All he did was tell the truth. The conversation needs to happen. He's 100% right. He has nothing to apologize for. He said the truth. And I believe they was calling for him to be fired, for Fox News to be sued, all kind of things. It says, and also says he spoke facts, common sense. I'm sorry, but Jesse Waters is 100%. Don't see anything wrong. Facts over feelings. If anything happens to Jesse or his job, I am 100% behind him. He is speaking truth and facts. And it's about time someone in the news did this. He told the truth. Speak the truth. Way to go, Jesse. He told the truth. He was spot on. Everyone should back Jesse. This was long overdue. So we're going to get into this in full screen mode. And y'all, keep it real with me in the comments. We want to send our prayers, love, condolences. As you know, the trans gunmen, 2 are unalive, 2 kids, y'all. It was 17 wounded. You know, but boy, we want to send our prayers, love, and condolences. Again, we don't wish this on anybody, man, and especially when it comes to kids. And then like a Catholic church, it's just, it really breaks my heart that we have to report on things like this, man. And we, again, y'all know how that they spin everything and how this gonna come up, this about the guns and everything, you know. So let's go and jump into this. Again, hope you guys have had a great day, week so far. You know, it's Wednesday, baby. It is Wednesday. We just trying to get through the week, man. That you end the month of August on a great note. And again, I hope that every last one of you that are tuned in, that you are blessed, well and healthy, and that you live a great time in this lifetime. A great time in this fast time travel that we live in, man. And quite frankly, we don't know what to expect next. And I tell you guys, know how to protect, know how to defend yourself. Trust your gut feeling, you know. Take care of yourself. All in the above. But let's jump into this.
Suicidal transgender who hates Trump's Christians and Jews shoots up kids at a Catholic school, and the media wants to take away your handgun. So how are we supposed to protect ourselves from trans shooters? The media is bad at pattern recognition. We aren't. Just 2 years ago, another trans 20-something walked into a Christian school in Nashville with a rifle and shot 3 kids and 3 adults. They buried the manifesto and locked down the case. We've seen trans shootings in Colorado and in Maryland. They even shot up an ICE facility in Texas. And it seems like half of Antifa's trans, A couple of they-thems just got popped for firebombing Teslas. The mayor of Minneapolis says, you can't say that.
Anybody who is using this as an opportunity to villainize our trans community or any other community out there has lost their sense of common humanity. We should not be operating out of a place of hate for anyone. We should be operating from a place of love for our kids.
I don't hate anyone who thinks they're trans. I feel sorry for them. But statistically, the trans population has been prone to violence. That's not villainizing, that's reality. And if you can't recognize reality, you're in danger. We love the American people, especially American children. And if they're troubled and believe they're somehow a girl trapped in a boy's body, we want to get them help. We don't want to give them hormones and operate on them. Society shouldn't be trying to produce more trans kids. We shouldn't be encouraging an emotional disorder or whatever this is. And doctors should stop profiting from it. Great Britain ended child sex change surgeries. They said it's barbaric, and they're right. And politicians should stop elevating the trans issue like it's the civil rights struggle of the 21st century. You see it all over Minneapolis.
Minneapolis will continue to be a safe haven for our trans community.
For being a safe haven for transgender individuals.
We have sued them for gender-affirming care. Yes, we are not going to scapegoat our transgender community.
When our children tell us who they are, it is our job as grown-ups to listen and to believe them.
So when your 9-year-old tells you he's a horse, do you let him sleep out in the barn and eat hay? What are we doing here? Just a few years ago, the psychiatric community classified transgenderism as a mental illness. Then doctors went woke and removed it as a condition, and now millions of young Americans are identifying themselves as trans and getting high fives. When someone has an illness, we should treat it instead of affirm it. We don't celebrate schizophrenia. We don't encourage depression. Teenagers are confused. Sometimes these things are just a phase. And if they're not, all right, then a grown man can wear a dress. If he wants to do that in America, he has that right. We're a pretty darn tolerant society. But the left's weaponizing trans kids and turning them into culture warriors. And they've been turned loose against the church, schools, and Trump. You see it, I see it. The trans clan has a militant wing, and it's out for blood. They're taking lives, defiling churches, and freaking everybody out. And some politicians are doing more to protect shooters like Westman than soft targets like schools. In 2023, private schools in Minnesota begged Governor Walz to fund more school safety. They told him it was an urgent and critical need. Minnesota had an $18 billion budget surplus, but the governor didn't do it. Instead, he turned Minnesota into a trans sanctuary. And his attorney general, Keith Ellison, sued Trump so they can keep castrating little boys. Tim Walz failed. Our leaders keep failing us. They failed us during COVID, on trade, on immigration. They say they care about kids, but they locked them down and oversaw an obesity and chronic disease epidemic. And now there's a growing trans epidemic, and they won't even admit it. Just like crime. They created a crisis and then lie about it and blame you for not being compassionate. But their fake compassion is getting people killed.
Boy, oh boy, oh. Oh! Oh! I'll keep it real with me, family. Keep it real with me. Facts over feelings.